When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Guys, Star Wars, like, come on, where you been, bruh? There's so many things I want to point out in this trailer that was just released today during Monday Night Football. Wonderful game. I mean, I don't like either of the teams, so I don't really care. But there's quite a few things I want to address. I just want to point them all out right now and then go into further detail later on in the description. So look, I want to point out the connection with Rey and Kylo Ren because that is emphasized. Luke Skywalker's fear of the Force inside this little child, just the fact that she destroyed Earth under her. Kylo Ren's inner turmoil with killing his mother is very apparent. The battle on this weird red crystal planet with Chewbacca and a Porg, which is absolutely adorable, by the way. Poe Dameron's like meaning in all of this. The fact that Poe Dameron, I think, is going to be part of that space battle where Kylo Ren's just chilling above watching his mama get destroyed. Poe versus Captain Phasma is not going to happen. It's going to be Finn versus Captain Phasma. And I guess that's been building for a long time. There's one thing I want to point out though. The fact that Luke Skywalker in this trailer seems very unhinged. Like as in when Luke met Yoda for the first time on Dagobah, Yoda was just goofy and kind of crazy. He was just like this the whole trailer, except for maybe a few key scenes. Another thing I want to point out is how it exactly rhymes with Empire Strikes Back. The AT-AT walkers this time look like panthers, but there's AT-ATs on a desolate planet, opposite of a snow planet, a desert, and instead of blue and white, it's red and gray. There's a lot of similarities. Snoke's face and like emotion and like articulation are revealed. It's insanely. Rey and Pan getting screamed at. Rey confronting Kylo Ren, or more like confiding in him, trying to seek information on what her fate is in the Force. And Kylo Ren putting his hand out. I want to point that out. Let me just dive straight into the first thing I want to talk about. All right. In the beginning of the trailer, Snoke talks to Kylo Ren and tells him, hey, since I saw you, there was this untapped potential, raw power, and destiny. When he said destiny, it cuts from Kylo Ren to Rey. That means they're connected. To what way, I'm not sure. I'm not here to speculate. I'm here to point out what's on the trailer. All right, that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to point out is when Rey was meditating on on this new planet, I forget the name at the moment, this new planet, Luke notices something happening in the background. The floor busts open and cracks like the tabernacle in biblical references. Luke has this utter look of shock and like fear. He says, and I quote, "I saw a power like this once before and it didn't scare me, but now it does." That means this girl is stronger than him. way stronger than him, or he's unhinged and he's just scared all in general of what the Force has in store for anybody. The next thing I want to talk about is Kylo Ren. It seems like in this movie he's less of trying to imitate Vader and more just sick and tired of all the BS going on in his life and is trying to take control of his own destiny. I assume he's tired of being pushed and pulled by Snoke, and I feel like he's going to become an anti-hero along with Rey. Who knows? Things of that nature, whatever. I want to point out Leia. Leia is a pretty dominant force in this trailer, just as Han Solo was / Harrison Ford was in the previous one. That must mean that she's gonna die. I mean, let's just face it. Harrison Ford showed up a lot in the last trailer, he died. She shows up a lot in this trailer, she dies. But Luke Skywalker shows up as well, so that's just still up in the air. I don't see how they're gonna have Carrie Fisher in the next movie moving forward, because she passed away. Rest in peace. This battle they have on this ice crystal planet with the Millennium Falcon, where you see Chewbacca and this Porg. Oh, so adorable. Let's just a moment for the Porg. Yeah, moment done. You see them flying through and navigating. It's absolutely crazy. I want to assume that this is them trying to distract First Order troopers from coming to the planet where Luke is at. Who knows? Poe Dameron doesn't seem to have any major focus or any major weight in the plot. Even in the first movie, he was just some badass sky pilot. Okay, cool. No sense of urge or force destiny at him. I didn't feel it. I'm not gonna address that. But what I want to address is this planet above. I want to say a resistance flagship. You see Kylo Ren navigating through the ship, wanting to blow something up, doing these awesome maneuvers, kind of reminiscent of Anakin Skywalker in the original prequel trilogy. And you see him for a moment. This is my assumption. He's standing in front of the capital ship that his mother's in, and he's contemplating destroying it or keeping her alive. You really see the push and pull, the duality of his character. You see that he's pulled to the dark side, but you also see him struggling with trying to accept the light. My assumption is he's dedicated so much time to Snoke, he just fears of losing all that progression and not being able to return back to his mother. And in reality, that's every child with their parent. That's everything they fear. Captain Phasma versus Poe. I mean, Finn. Keep messing up. One take, bump that. We're doing it. Captain Phasma versus Finn. I'm just hyped, man. I want to see my voice crack. I want to see this nigga go one-on-one. This woman, I'm pretty much sure epitomes everything he hates about the First Order. The ruggedness, the tight relationships, the strict relationships they have with one another. They can't really open up and be brothers. They're forced to this code to kill each other, fight any resistance, this, that, and the third, be loyal to Snoke, Hux, whoever it is, because that hierarchy is still a little iffy. And I see this being at the epic, the climax. Poe versus Phasma. Why do I keep saying Poe? One take, bump all that. Finn versus Phasma. I think it's the F and the PH, Finn, Phasma, whatever. Finn versus Phasma, and I'm looking at the background, and it looks like where they're fighting at is the place where Rey and Kylo have their confrontation at the end, in the aftermath, because everything's on fire and burnt down, a little more decayed version of the area that they're fighting in. One thing I want to point out, her armor is whoever the special effects team, I think it's Industrial Light and Magic or whatever the hell, they did such a good job with this, the effects of her helmet reflecting the light of the vibro blade and all that. It's hella lit. Luke Skywalker, I want to go back to how unhinged he looks. He looks completely out of it, lost. He looks like a hermit that has been defeated and does not want to have nothing to do with the world. Like an old wizard that left into exile and just doesn't want to mess with nobody. Sort of like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but Obi-Wan Kenobi with Luke was different. He knew he had a plan and he had to protect him so he can spring the plan. Luke looks like he just ran away and just didn't want to have nothing to do with anything that happened. That's why he looks so against Rey. I don't know. I just want to, this is my theory for this whole little circle right here. He saw what happened to him when he disobeyed Yoda and went to Bespin to fight Darth Vader and saw that it was just worse than when he left. So I guess this time he's really emphasizing to not do that. Finish your training. Whoever gets kidnapped, probably Finn got captured. Whoever got captured, let them die. Become stronger and take down the First Order later. Don't do what I did. Go against my master's orders like he did with Yoda. And just like the young brash hero of the story, they always go against it and they find conflict. There's that. That's why he's so against her, and he probably sees her destiny, the two destinies, either going to the dark side or going to the light side. I'm going to address that in very soon. The walkers on this new planet, they look like panthers. They look hella lit. I'm not gonna lie, they look like giant panthers. That's all I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna call them giant panther robots. All right. Snoke. Let me just put my phone down. Snoke. this mofo really looks like Ian McDermott. If you don't know who Ian McDermott is, the guy that played Palpatine in the old movies. But I know he's not Palpatine. I know he's not Mace Windu. He's a Sith Lord from ancient Sith days. This is my assumption, because I'm pretty sure this is how they're gonna leeway into like the old Republic movies they're gonna do. Because let's be real, when Disney bought Star Wars, they thought of all the money they could make off of it. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna run their tires down till there's no tread left. All right. Snoke in this he's like force crushing, mind opening, whatever. Rey telling her to accept her destiny. She seems like she's in a lot of pain, my guy. I don't know, but Snoke looking hella lit in that gold robe. My boy looking fresh. He got that new Louis Vuitton belt and that Gucci outfit. Props to him. Now, this is the most controversial thing I don't even want to say it, but I mean, there it is. I really believe Rey and Kylo Ren fall in love, run away from everything, and they try to understand the Force on their own. I see this as the ultimate ending to Star Wars, not as in ending the movies, but ending the future installments, like ending the Skywalker saga in general. Just end it. Rey, whoever she is, whoever she's revealed to be, I don't care at this point. Rey and Kylo coming together and just destroying dark side users, light side users, and just being gray, and just end it. Like, just stop. This is how I see the series ending. I see Kylo Ren, his scar has been moved. I'm not going to address that, but he's just not wearing his helmet no more. You can see that he's not idolizing Vader anymore. He's just tired of following people's preset paths for him, and he just wants to do his own thing. So in my eyes, I think that while they're fighting on this whatever they're fighting at, it's going to be reminiscent to Bespin, when Luke got his arm chopped off and Vader reached out his hand and said, join me, we can rule the galaxy as father and son. In this joint, I see Kylo Ren saying, hey baby girl, you bad, let's be together and take over the galaxy. No, this plan. But I do believe that like the situation is going to roll out like that. They're going to drop the bombshell on who Rey's parents are, and he's going to extend an olive branch to her to stop the fighting and I guess take over the power or take down the power that's existing at the moment. I don't know. When he extends the hand, it's just so reminiscent of Darth Vader. It makes you wonder, like, is he really trying to be his own character, or is he looking at what Vader failed at, and he's gonna try and do better and overcome where he failed, as in failing to get Luke to join him. Kylo Ren's gonna do better and try to get Rey to join him. I don't know. That's just my opinion. As of everything else in trailer, I honestly don't care. Poe, he's gonna sit in the back burner. I don't care about Poe. This is all I want to say about this trailer. Take it easy, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Oh, so you liked the video, right? Well, I'm gonna leave you to the soothing sounds of Blackbeard mixed with the Star Wars theme, Biggie Smalls, Somebody's Gotta Die. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit up his channel. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Like, share, and subscribe. I can't stress that enough, guys. Keep it real.
I'm sitting in the crib dreaming about Learjets and coops, the way Salt shoots and how to sell records like Snoop. I'm interrupted by a doorbell, 3:52. Who the hell is this? I gets up quick, cocks my shit, stop the dogs from barking, then proceed to walking. It's a face that I seen before. My nigga Sing, he used to sling on the 16th floor. Check it. I look deeper, I see blood up on his sneakers, and his fist grip the chrome 4/5. So I dip, nigga, is you creeping or speaking? He tells me C-Rock just got hit up at the beacon. I opens up the door pitiful. Is he in critical? Retaliation for this one won't be minimal, cause I'm a criminal. Way before the rap shit, bust the gat shit. Puff won't even know what happened if it's done smoothly. Silencers on the Uzi, stash in the hoopty. My alibi, any cutie with the booty.